Sometimes I like to refer to Miss Mother Nature as a fickle mistress. It feels like today that if she had a bag of tricks that she kept by her side, she is unloading the bag upon us, because we're going to talk about everything from rain to elevated fire conditions to temperatures that were in the 50s earlier this week to snow to finish off our week. Here's where we sit on the current Skywatch Storm Tracker. What's left of the rain hitting eastern edge of southwest Missouri right there. Coming down pretty good there around the Monette area, south of I-44. Trace it back to the east, just around Joplin. But now you'll notice we're clearing off to the west. And so we've got blue sky and sunshine out on this side, and this front bringing us extremely dry air as it pushes all the rain out to the east. From the Freeman Health System sky camera in Joplin, looks like the parking lot's already dried up, to be honest with you. 43 degrees, not a whole lot of movement in the temperature from where we were pre-sunrise to where we'll finish off the day, with a wind chill right now of 39. Wind has been very fortunate. That humidity, that thing's going to bottom out. It's going to bottom out fast. 46 in Pittsburgh, 45 in Welch. Let's roll 42 right now in Nevada. Of course, the big talker from this morning, it was the wind. They had gusts as high as 60 miles an hour in Wichita that took down some power lines. No four-state storm reports for us regarding the winds, but now we've got pretty much the complete shift as everything comes in off of the northwest with that associated cold front. And remember, these aren't gust numbers. These are sustained numbers that we're seeing right there. So it's going to gust close to 40 miles an hour here a little bit later. That's why we've got the wind advisories. That's indicated in tan. Now you go, okay, what do we got in the red? Well, quick reminder, that's a red flag warning. That means we've got elevated fire concerns. So while we still got rain on this portion of the four states, we've got fire hazards over here, because that front with the wind shift is going to be extremely dry for the rest of the day. Then you see the pink, that's going to be a high wind warning. This thing stretches as far as the wind threat goes from Texas all the way to the Canadian border. And then we look at the purple and the white. Yep. Winter storm warning. This thing's going to be a little interesting here, because instead of it following the trough of the jet stream east, the jet stream's going to stall out a little bit, and so this thing's going to make a counterclockwise motion. We find ourselves on the far southern band, and because our temperatures coming off of those 50 degrees days that we had earlier this week, we get to keep it as rain for the time being. But as this thing turns over on itself tomorrow morning, that's when we're going to end up getting some snow. We'll start as flurries early in the morning, and then by the time we get into, say, the noon hour, that's when we see it begin to actually make a nice southerly push. Now, the majority of our accumulation, you get out here, you're probably not even going to see any snow. Get into here, central Missouri, they could get 2.5, almost 3 inches the farther north that you go. We'll get a dusting up in here. And as you work on that eastern portion of southwest Missouri, could get about 3/4 of an inch of snow as it continues to come down, as it makes that counterclockwise motion and slowly pushes off to the east. Not really thinking it's going to hamper our morning travel concerns, but you can tell if it lasts all the way into Friday evening, let's be very careful on the Friday ride home. Should be okay on Saturday there. And as far as what we were talking about with Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium with the Browns and Chiefs, well, that snow is going to roll through on Friday and Saturday. By the time they get to Sunday, weather is not really going to play a factor as far as the game goes. Yeah, it's going to be cold, 2 cold weather teams, not going to make a huge difference. Probably have some snow that you'll see sitting on the sidelines and whatnot, but you're not going to be one of those good old-fashioned Green Bay weather makers. Saturday should present itself as light scattered rain. Then Sunday morning, Tanya, it comes early enough. Spit out just a little bit of snow there, but should be done by the afternoon.
All right. Got a lot going on in the forecast.
I told you,
be
bag
prepared.
of tricks. Oh, you weren't in here when I talked about it. If she had a bag of tricks, she is emptying them out.
A little bit of everything.
All right. Why she is my fickle mistress.
There you go. All right. Thanks, Michael.